BC, Canada. We are going to do a tarot reading here. And you know what? I had fun doing the person 1 and person 2 yesterday. So we're going to do that again today. And once again, enjoy this nice view. I was going to switch it up, but I was led here again today. And I'm sorry, I've got retainers in again. Okay. Person 1, let's go. Let's do 3 cards. Get a bit of a story on person 1. 3 cards. Here's 1, 2, and 3. Person 2, 3 cards. Person 2. Person 2. Okay. The first thing I see for person 1, they actually want to take a step back. Now, person 2 is also feeling a bit of loss. They're feeling that person 1 wants to take a step back, but they're willing to forgive person 1. Okay. Let's see here. Person 1 might be a Libra. They might be a Cancer. And they might be a Virgo. They might be, they might not be. Person 2 might be a Scorpio. They might be a Taurus. Or they could be are those both? No, they're not. Okay. I was going to say, are they both water signs? But they're not. I was remembering the Cancer sign from earlier. Okay. Now, these two people, it could be reversed for both of them, and it could be your sun sign, your rising, or your moon. And it could not even relate at all. Now, let's pull another card here for each of them. It really says person 1 is ready to go. Now, person 2 is feeling rather happy. And they're feeling freedom from person 1. Maybe person 1 is feeling a bit of financial loss over person 2. Whether it's a job or they were financially dependent on person 2. Let's see. Did person 2 have power over person 1? Person 1 may have been older than person 2, but that may not be for all of you. Person 2 may be going around slandering person 1, but that also could not be for everyone. They could view person 1 in a high light as well. It could be reversed. Now, person, yes, it's saying that it could go either way for that one. It's telling me that there's potential for you two to come together again. Who will show that they want to come together first? It's showing me that person 2 is being less less emotional and more mature about the situation, and person 1 is being, yes, more, they felt like they needed person 2, so I feel like person 1 is going to be the one to reach out to person 2. Yes, it says that person 1 will be the one to reach out to person 2. Person 2 might be seeking other options. But person 1 has the power to do whatever they want. They don't have to go back to person 2 as well. Okay, so it's saying that person 2 may feel a bit of betrayal from person 1, and they may take when person 1 tries to come back, they're gonna feel like, well, you missed out on me. And so person 1 is gonna feel the need to regain their composure here. They feel rather, person 2 feels like they've been stabbed in the back by person 1. Person 1 is going to need to be creative to come back to person 2. And avoid being manipulative. Alright, so that's what I have for the first set of people. Let's move on to the second set of people. I have a ton of shorts. Feel free to check them out. They've got a lot of answers for you. Alright, let's start. We'll do 3 cards for person 1 and 3 cards for person 2. So we've got okay, potentially a Virgo, a Taurus, or a Capricorn for person 2. Person 1, we've got a Leo, a Gemini, a Virgo, okay, for person 1. Now, person 1 may feel like they've left something and they've got to go back to someone. They got to go back to something else, someone old. Maybe you got to go back to an ex or an old family member to get help. And person 2, maybe this is the ex or the family member that you need to go get help from, is the unexpected help. And they're feeling like they got a lot of emotions here. They're feeling overwhelmed. Why are they feeling overwhelmed? Okay, so loss of a family member. Perhaps they got to take someone in. And they're going to provide protection for them. So person 2 might be taking care of person 1 for whatever reason. And it's saying that yes, they've suffered a loss and they're in a time of hardship. Now, yes, it's confirming that person 2 has good memories and they're having a reunion with whoever. And everything feels out of control for person 1. Now I feel like person 2, although they've come into a bit of financial gain possibly, or savings or something, they are not caring about other people's feelings through all of this, and person 1 just feels oppressed through it all. They feel like, yes, they're going through it, even hopefully it isn't too bad in the home life. Now, they do have a huge influence in the family life, or maybe they're being influenced by family. There is new experiences to be had. They may have had to move abroad or across the country, or they will be. Person 2 is kind of stubborn, like kind of my way or the highway. They're very stressed. They might be experiencing insomnia or nightmares. We've got the 9 of Swords here, so they're kind of crying in bed. So we've got, while they're thinking about the past with those happy memories, maybe they're experiencing some negative memories as well. They may have to deliver some news. Person 1 just feels helpless, maybe a little homeless because they've lost everything, their sense of family, as if they're just wandering around in the dark. They feel disoriented. Possibly they may not feel connected to person 2 as well as they'd like, but they will develop a liking to person 2 eventually. Sometimes it may feel like a wasted effort. We have lies coming in on person 2's side. So maybe hidden truths or hidden secrets. Enemies are posing as friends. So is person 1, are they pretending to like person 1? Both, are they pretending to like each other? Are they just pretending to get along? We have there are goals that will be achieved on person 2's side. With more lies and the illusion of truth. Person 1 will have a breakthrough. Both sides will come to success once they release the fear. Okay, so we've done our party. Let's move on to our third group. In the comments, you can comment where you're from. You can tell me if any of this is resonating with you. Alright, 3 cards for person 1, 3 cards for person 2. So we've got a Leo, Pisces, or Aquarius for person 1. Could be your moon, sun, or your rising sign. And we've got a Libra, a Scorpio, or an Aries for person 2. Again, it could be your sun sign, your moon sign, or your rising sign. There's 2. Now, for person 1, they might seem kind of fake. They don't talk very much. And you might fight with them a little. They might fight with you a little. Whatever. Now, person 2 they also don't talk very much. And they might be a little lazy and they don't want to put up with the other person as well. And I'm sorry, this isn't sounding very good so far. It's a little insulting. I'm sorry. Okay. Now, we've got definite Aries energy in pile 2 with the Emperor here. But he comes along with a lot of power and will. So he's a father figure, or he's old. They're older. And I'm saying he because the Emperor is obviously a male figure. Now, he's a very smart man. But that'll translate to person 2 is a very smart, powerful person. So, person 1 feels stable. They might be living in a happily ever after situation. Is it like Shrek? Now, although they come across as confident, they may be experiencing anxiety and stress, regrets, worries. Do they focus on the past a little too much? They're also very smart. They tend to maybe they maybe they bicker a little at person 2. But person 2 is not afraid to fight back. We've got a lot of fighting here. Are they thinking about a divorce? There possibly has been a marriage between these 2 parties and they're thinking about a divorce. Or maybe it's a friendship that's thinking about splitting up. I don't know. But with this may not be your pile, so feel free to go find another one. But there's a marriage here. So we've got kind of like the grass is greener on the other side kind of a situation here. Okay. Oh boy, somebody might have cheated. We've got the 7 of Swords, so it's kind of like Or somebody could have just been lying, but this is the one where you feel like you're playing someone, but you really played yourself. So person 2 is really highly defensive. And I think maybe person 1 might have proposed the divorce, but they both, either one could have. Person 1 could be a celebrity on any level, or they just love being the center of attention. Once again, I did mention they're superficial. They love having support and success. They're the 6 of Wands. They love, or maybe they're just gonna get everything in the divorce. Who knows? Perhaps it's just good news. So maybe, yeah, it could just mean good things are coming for person 1. Now, person 2 has betrayal on their side. So whether they feel betrayed or they betrayed, that's up to the direct situation. Person 1 feels that they're overcoming obstacles. They're leaving. Or traveling. Like, we've got good news again. We have person 2 is going to find more love. So no worries. Person 1, maybe they're unsure whether they want to leave or not. But the path is going to be their choice. And person 2 is they're gonna adapt to whatever happens. They might be a little cruel during this time, but I mean, that's how divorces go. They're going to be generous. But they may have hidden intentions. Use your intuition through this. It may feel like there's temptation and toxicity. Like the old ball and chain, so whatever that means to you. Possibly, yes, the divorce again. More generosity and gifts. What are all these gifts about? The broken marriage. They're a little broken-hearted over the broken marriage. Maybe they don't want the marriage to end. Yeah, okay, they just don't want the marriage to end. Well, there's that. All right, that's that pile. Thank you again. Like, subscribe, comment, watch my other videos, do whatever you want within my channel. Be kind and be good. Okay, toodles.